Hello my dear student, hope you are fine and safe at your home. Today I am going to take a review class on gaseous exchange and human respiratory system. Hope you will enjoy this class. After watching this class, if you have any question, please write down on comments box. Welcome again. The respiration is a complex process that involves inhaling and transport of oxygen, which used in biological oxidation of carbohydrate for energy production, and transport and exhaling of carbon dioxide, which produced from oxidation as a byproduct. The respiratory system is a biological system consists of specific organs and structures used for the process of respiration. Is an organism. Human respiratory system performs several significant physiological functions as take in oxygen from the environment, give off carbon dioxide from the body, regulates the pH of the blood, defends the body against inhaled particles like bacteria and pollens, act as circulatory filter in preventing clot from entering the systematic circulation, regulates several hormonal and humoral concentrations, maintains of water balance of the body, and finally you can say production of sound also help our respiratory organ. So our respiratory system is started from nasal cavity, or you can say nostril. A nostril is one of the two channels of the nose from the point where they bifurcate to the external opening. It is the first part of the respiratory tract. And second one is nasopharynx, the wide region that extended from the nasal cavity to the upper side of the larynx is called nasopharynx. It communicates with the anterior nasal cavities by means of two apertures called choana. It is the common part of both alimentary and respiratory tracts. And number next, larynx, most important part. It is the part of respiratory tract between the nasopharynx and the trachea, having wall of cartilage and muscles and containing 6 vocal cords involved in fold of mucous membrane. It has a small flap of cartilage called the epiglottis. And next part of respiratory system is called trachea. Wide piped is a tube running from the larynx to the lung. It ranges from 20 to 25 millimeter in diameter and 10 to 16 centimeter in length. It is surrounded by 15 to 20 C-shaped rings of cartilage which keep the trachea distended. It covered externally by a membrane of connective tissue. Trachea conducts air from the larynx to the bronchiole. It is internally lined by cilia beating upwards, driving out dust particle. And next part is bronchus. The trachea divided into two tubes called bronchi or bronchus, one entering the left and one entering the right lung. The left bronchus is narrower, longer, and more horizontal than the right. Irregular ring of cartilage surround the bronchi, whose wall also consists of smooth muscles. Once inside the lung, the bronchi split several ways, forming tertiary bronchi. Bronchi conduct air from the trachea to lung. So now I am going to describe the most important part, alveolus. Okay, this is the bronchial tree. Alveoli are the functional and structural unit of the lung that permit gas exchange between the air in the lung and the blood in the capillaries of the lungs. Each alveolus is a hollow cup-shaped cavity of 0.2 millimeter diameter and with a 0.1 micrometer wall. The wall of the alveolus are lined with simple squamous epithelial cell known as alveolar cells. A thin layer of connective tissue underlies and supports the alveolar cells. They are surrounded by a rich and fine network of blood capillaries. Septal cells and macrophages are also found inside the alveoli. Septal cells produce alveolar fluid that coats the inner surface of the alveoli. Alveolar fluid is extremely important to lung function as it is a surfactant that moistures the alveoli, helps maintaining the elasticity of the lung and prevents the thin alveolar wall from the collapsing. Macrophages in the alveoli keep the lung clean and free of infections by capturing and phagocytizing a pathogen and other foreign matter that enters the alveoli along with inhaled air. There are about 300 million of these alveoli, the combined area of which is about 11,800 square centimeters. For example, about 100 times that area of skin of the human body. Thus, a vast surface is exposed for exchange of gases in the lung. So, lung, a very important organ in our body. The primary function of lung is the respiration. Beside it performs other some function, like the lung also get rid of carbon dioxide, a waste product of the cell, provides airflow for the creation of vocal sound and maintaining the homeostasis of body temperature and water contents. It is inactivates different kinds of pathogen, and we can say it secretes immunoglobulins and converted angiostenins 1 to angiostensin 2, which help to control our immunity system. So thank you very much watching this class till end. If you have any question, please write down on comments box.